Disney princesses have a lot in common, like the fact that they all had tragic beginnings and happily ever afters. Vanellope von Schweetz had it right when she asked the princesses,
"Are you guys okay? Should I call the police?"
Each Disney princess had her reasons for running away from home, and we're about to reveal them. So, stay tuned. There's nothing like an evil stepmother to encourage you to pack your bags and move out. But unfortunately for these Disney princesses, leaving wasn't exactly an option. After Cinderella's father tragically passed away, she was forced to live under the same roof as her evil stepmother, Lady Tremaine, and her two wicked stepsisters. Cinderella went from being a high-born child to a scullery maid overnight. With her fairy godmother's help, Cinderella ran away from home for a single night, and it changed her entire life.
Bring back her heart in this.
Snow White was also forced to leave her home due to an evil stepmother. If the evil queen had gotten what she wanted, Snow White would no longer be in the picture. So running away was Snow's only chance at survival. Although Rapunzel's story is very different than Snow White's and Cinderella's, she also falls under the umbrella of wicked stepmothers. Rapunzel was kidnapped at birth and raised to believe that her captor was her mother. She ran away before ever finding out the truth, but soon the pieces of the puzzle started coming together. You could say that Rapunzel ran away due to having a controlling mother, so by default that also lumps her into the category of Disney princesses who ran away due to having controlling parents. Princess Jasmine knows a thing or two about controlling parents. After all, her dad, the Sultan of Agrabah, forbade her from leaving the palace walls for most of her life. After years of solitude and boredom, Jasmine chose to directly disobey her dad and hopped over the palace walls in pursuit of adventure. The same can be said about Princess Merida, whose mother was so controlling she had to flee to escape an arranged marriage.
My whole life is planned out, preparing for the day I become, well, my mother.
Merida of Dunbrock was so angry with her mother that a chain of unfortunate events soon followed. But hey, they worked out in the end, and the very same thing happened with Ariel and her daughter Melody. Despite having a controlling father for her own, Princess Ariel went on to repeat the cycle. She forbade her daughter Melody of ever entering the sea, despite it being a huge part of who she is. Melody chose to run away from home and get away from her controlling mother, but in the end it all worked out for the best. Although Ariel knows a thing or two about having a governing parents, the princess ran away from home for a very different reason than her daughters. Ariel chose to run away for love, which led her to nearly destroying everything she held dear. She gave up her voice for a pair of legs, but luckily for her, love prevailed. Princess Anna also ran away for love. However, the love in her heart was very different than Ariel's. Anna left Arendelle in the middle of a snowstorm to bring her sister Elsa back home. Anna's love for Elsa is what ended up saving her in the end. Much like Ariel, Pocahontas is also familiar with the concept of forbidden love. Although she never ran away from home, she did sneak out of her village to meet with John Smith. Although the couple didn't end up together, Pocahontas would later journey to a new world to help save her people. This leads us to our next reason for running away from home, which seems to be a popular one among princesses like Mulan, Belle, and Moana. These three princesses ran away to play the hero. Fa Mulan risked her life to save her father, which proved to be the biggest sacrifice of all. She ran away from home in the dead of night to pose as her father's son, Ping. Her act of true heroism saved all of China and turned her into a princess.
You have saved us all.
Much like Mulan, Belle's motive for running away had everything to do with saving her father. Belle risked her life to find and save her dad.
Take me instead.
Whereas Mulan and Belle fled the safety of their homes to save their fathers, Moana left Motunui to save her people. Moana was chosen to find Maui and help him return to Fidi's heart. Moana journeyed into the unknown to save the entire world, and she managed to find herself in the process. Then there's Tiana and Aurora, who had to flee their homes in hopes of breaking a curse. Tiana ran away from home after being turned into a frog by Prince Naveen. She fled her hometown in search of a cure and soon found herself going down the bayou. Princess Aurora, on the other hand, was forced to flee her castle in hopes of escaping Maleficent's wicked curse. She was raised in a forest by Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, where she would eventually meet her one true love. Aurora spent most of her life running away from a curse. And last but not least is Queen Elsa, who unlike the other Disney princesses has her own special reason for running away from home. Elsa had no choice but to flee Arendelle after she exposed her powers. Elsa was unable to control her abilities, which put everyone at risk. On top of that, she was tired of hiding who she truly was and simply wanted to be herself. Merida also fell into this category, but in the end, Merida didn't need to run away to be herself. She'd always acted herself to begin with. Elsa, on the other hand, never once told anyone about her powers and forced herself into solitude. So there you have it, guys, the real reason each Disney princess ran away from home. Although every princess had their reasons for fleeing, they managed to beat the odds and follow their hearts. In your opinion, which Disney princess had the best reason for running away? Let us know in the comment section below. And that's a wrap. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos about your favorite Disney princesses. And be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching The Things. We'll catch you next time.